venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida's offense will be first on the attack. The Gators able to escape the last time these two met, winning a tight one.
Well, they needed great leadership late in the game. They got it from the quarterback position. They got it from defense. And that's always one thing you know about this one, David. Your leaders in the locker room, this is the game that they...
There he goes! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Dropping back, it's Tompkins. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. All out of space. Running inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Snags it quickly on the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be.
Breaks into the open. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. Quick toss. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
A loads it left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback making adjustments. Now from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It's complete! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Tompkins. Quick strike complete.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, I love the job by... of line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Pressure coming. Escapes this. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Puts it out on the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the returner will be brought down. the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking for a man. It's Tompkins. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He'll field the punt and look for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Oh, what a catch. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Gators want to move quickly. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical, and then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll immediately call timeout. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dropping back, it's Tompkins. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the change and wind the clock. the play fake. Now to throw. On target to the left. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! Fine play action. Bringing the heat. Got room to work. Powers through. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs.
On the move from inside his 5. But the ball pops out on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%.
Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Tompkins. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open makes the catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's dropped. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Floats it out in space. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the left. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Gators will hustle to the line. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the 2nd half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rout.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking to pass. It's Tompkins. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going with the ground game left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the batter. Breaks the tackle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Looking to throw. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Grab near the marker. It's Rock. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.